Do you ever get that feeling where you're being watched? Like, no matter what you do, there's this weird sense that someone or something is keeping an eye on you. That's the kind of thing I used to laugh at until last year. So, I had just moved into this old creaky house. Cheap rent, nice neighborhood, all that jazz. Sure, it had some character, you know, like the weird stain on the ceiling no one could explain or the doors that didn't quite close right. But hey, for the price, I wasn't complaining. There was just one thing, the basement door. It was one of those old, heavy wooden doors with a rusty doorknob. The kind that looked like it had been there since the house was built. When I first moved in, I thought nothing of it. I mean, everyone's got a creepy basement, right? Except this one felt different. I'd walk past it, and my skin would crawl, like something was lurking down there. You ever convince yourself you're being ridiculous, but you still avoid something just in case? Yeah, that was me with this door. I never had a reason to go down there anyway, so I just stayed clear. Fast forward a couple of months. It was late one night, probably around midnight. I was chilling in the living room, binge-watching some dumb show, and suddenly I hear this noise, like a thud. Not super loud, but noticeable enough to make me pause. It came from the basement door. At first, I tried to brush it off. Maybe it was the house settling or the wind or something, but then it happened again. A little louder this time. It sounded like footsteps, like someone was walking around down there. Now, rational me is thinking, okay, it's probably just the pipes or something. But the part of me that had watched way too many horror movies was like, nah, there's definitely a serial killer hiding down there. So, being the genius that I am, I grabbed a flashlight because obviously that's going to save me from a murderer and walked toward the basement door. My heart was pounding in my chest, and every step I took felt heavier. I stood in front of the door, staring at it like it was going to open by itself. Then the knob turned. I kid you not, I saw the damn thing twist ever so slightly, like someone was trying to open it from the other side. I jumped back, heart racing. My first instinct was to run, but then curiosity kicked in. What if it was just the wind or a really big rat? You know, something normal? Against my better judgment, I reached for the knob and pulled the door open. The basement was pitch black, the kind of darkness that felt alive. I shined my flashlight down the stairs, but it barely cut through the shadows. Everything was still, quiet, too quiet. I was about to shut the door and pretend this never happened when I heard it. A whisper, faint but clear. It said my name. I froze. My mind was racing. There was no way anyone else knew my name. I lived alone. I didn't have friends over, but I swear to God I heard it. Come down. At that point, I noped the hell out of there, slammed the door shut, and ran to my room. I locked myself in, pacing back and forth, trying to convince myself I was just hearing things. Maybe I was tired. Maybe it was the wind making weird noises, but deep down I knew something wasn't right. The next day, I called a locksmith and had the basement door bolted shut. I didn't even tell them why, just told them it was an old house and I didn't want to deal with the basement. They didn't ask questions. Since then, I've heard things. Late at night, when everything's quiet, I hear those same footsteps. Soft at first, then heavier, like someone or something is pacing down there waiting. I try to ignore it, but sometimes, I swear, I can still hear that whisper. It calls my name. I've been thinking about moving, but the weirdest part, every time I get close to leaving, I feel drawn to the basement, like whatever's down there doesn't want me to go. And honestly, I don't know if I can.